Everyone, today I want to start my new series about JMeter, and in this first episode I want to explain on how to set up and run performance testing with JMeter. Performance testing is needed. Let's say if you launch new website or you upgrade your backend system for your website, you might want to test on how your new website performing. So you might need to simulate like how many user will accessing the website, and you need to test and see how is the CPU utilization from that performance testing, how much memory it consume, and from there you need to come out with the estimation your server in production require, like how many cores, how many gigabyte of memory, and so on. It basically to estimate your spec of your server in production. Okay, JMeter is one of the most famous and most used tools for performance testing, and I want to explain on how to set it up. It's pretty much simple. JMeter is open source application, and you can download the first step here. By the way, as usual, I will put all these steps in the description. You can find it later in the description. First, you can open this link, which you will find in the description, and you can download the binaries from here and unzip it. So I already opened here. You can open this link. You can find the binaries here. You can download the zip file, and after you download, you can unzip. So this is the zip file. You can unzip. Okay, the second step, if your computer is running with Windows operating system, you can run the jmeter.bat. For Linux, you can run jmeter.sh. So I'm using Windows here, so I will open this under the bin folder. You can open the jmeter.bat. This one will open JMeter GUI. Okay, now we open the GUI already. This is our second step. The third step, test plan will be created by default. Rename it accordingly. So after you open the GUI, you see the test plan here, so you can rename it. Let's say you want to test. For this sample, I will test example.com website. So I just rename it, and after you rename, it will be changed here. The name will be changed here. Yeah, now you can see that the test plan name already changed to example website. So this is our third step. The fourth step, under test plan, which is we already renamed to example website, add the thread. Thread is basically a user. So you can add the thread and then select the thread group. Thread group is the collection of the thread and collection of the user. And we set the thread properties here according to our testing. Let's add first. So under here, we can add threads and then thread group. And we see there is a thread properties here. It actually simulates like how many user you want to use for your testing. It's also based on your website visitor. And set the ramp up period. So one thread is equivalent to one user. This is the first one. So for this sample, let's say I want to test 10 users. And the ramp up period, you can see the note here. Ramp up period in thread properties is the total time. So if we specify 10 users and ramp up period 10 seconds, means there will be 1 second gap between each user. So I will put, let's say, ramp up period 10 seconds, and JMeter will calculate it automatically for you. It will distribute evenly. So because we have 10 user here and ramp up period 10 seconds between each user will be 1 second gap. If we put 100 users, meaning, if we put, let's say, the ramp up period 100 seconds, meaning between each user there will be 10 second gap. Okay, for this example I will use 10 and I will put loop count as 2. Okay, this is our fourth step. The fifth step, under thread group, add the sampler and choose the request you want to test. So the sampler is basically simulating the request of your testing. It can be HTTP, SMTP, JDBC, or some other thing you can find in the sampler. So I will use for the sample is HTTP sampler. So under the thread group you can add sampler here, and I will try HTTP. You can find other sampler also here. You can see the note, set the sampler name, port number, and path in the sampler properties. Okay, this basically the URL and all the details like protocol, port number, the method of your HTTP if you are testing HTTP sampler, can be get, post, put, and so on. And this is the path. Okay, for my sample here I will use example.com. It's pretty much simple. We can remove this, and the path behind also you can remove, unless if you want to test example.com/product.html, let's say, yeah, you can put the path here. For me, I just test the landing page of example.com, so I just put like this. Okay, this is our fifth step. The sixth step is under the sampler, add the listener. The listener is basically how you want to display your test result. So you can add listener, and for this sample I'll just use view result in table. You can also select some other listener like summary report, or I'll just add also, and the graph result, and there are some other things. I just use 3 for this sample. And the last step, click run. Click this run. Okay, before we run, it recommend to save our test plan first. So we save first. Let's say HTTP request, I will name it example. Okay, now it is running, and we can see the result here. Now it's still running. Just now I use 10 user, ramp up 10 seconds, and 2 loop. You can find in the test group. If you want to recall it back, the loop count is 2. So meaning there will be 20 call to the server, 10 times by 2 within 10 seconds. If you see the result here, we already trigger 20 requests to example.com, and you can see this one thread group 1111, meaning because we have 10 user, so each user trigger 2 times. And if you see the second here, right, is now the timing is 12:58 at my time, so the trigger was done on 12:57. And you can see you can notice the second here, because the ramp up is 10 seconds. From the first sample until the end of the last sample, the gap is 10 seconds. This is 40, this is 49. So 10 seconds is include also the loop, yeah. So all these 20 requests is triggered within 10 seconds because we set the ramp up 10 seconds. And you can see that between each of the user there is gap around 1 second here, 42, 43, 44, and so on. We can see also the summary. You can find like how many sample, the average. I think this one is the average in millisecond, minimum, maximum. Yeah, there is no error, all pass. You can see this all green, the status. and the graph result, because our test is very short, 10 seconds, we can't really see the graph, but if you run in the long period of testing, you will see the graph nicely here. That's all, my first episode about how to set up and run performance testing with JMeter. If this video is helpful for you, you can like this video and also subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. God bless you.